Hello there music fans and welcome back to another rubbish covers. Only this time we're going to expand the range a little bit. Not by a lot, but we're going to expand it. My name's Music Mike, I'm here for Techie TV, on location at Games and More in Wigan, and we're going to look at some good album covers before we look at the bad ones. So, first album cover that's pretty amazing is a Whitesnake one, and this one is Come and Get It, all hand drawn. Absolutely amazing, and the back of it is pretty good as well, where the snake's escaped. But the big wonder is, where's the snake gone? Well, I can answer you that question. It went to another album, which is this one here. See, it's not in there anymore now. Bit scary. It's actually coming out of an egg. To be fair, it's not the same snake. Or is it? No, it's not the same snake. But Whitesnake, yeah. Although technically, not only it's green, but that's probably because it was in an apple. Who knows? Anyway, decent covers. More decent covers. Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin 3 this one is. What I like about this is the fact that not only is it the third album, but it moves. I'm not kidding, it moves. You can get, there's a wheel, so you can get it, and then you can turn it round, and you see, how cool is that? Who said they didn't have fun and technology back in the 1970s? I thought it also had a little book in here as well, but it doesn't have a little book in here. But yeah. Nice little psychedelic album cover, and then we go through a little theme which I come up with an idea about this as well, which is pretty cool, which is imagine recreating these covers now with the same person in the picture. So for example, Berkeley James Harvest, prog rock at its proggest. What year was this? This was a year that's so shy it doesn't tell you. But anyway, imagine it's in the 70s. And look, there's a cute baby in a massive, massive pot. So, yeah, imagine recreating that now with a middle-aged man who's probably got as much hair as he has there as well, to be fair. It could be a lady, who knows. Alternatively, you've got Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine. This is actually a single. Like I say, we're branching out a little bit. And it's called Rubbish. And as you can see, there's loads of rubbish everywhere, but it's really well done. And there's a baby there in the middle. If you want to see the baby better, there's a picture of the baby. So again, recreate that, but have the guy in the middle. This is from 1990, so the guy would be 28 now at time of recording. That would be pretty good. What I like about this is, on the back of it, all this writing here, it says, all songs written by Morrison Carter, except Rent by Tennant and Lowe, which is why I like this, because it's a cover version of Rent by the Pet Shop Boys, and it's a really good cover version. It's Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine, Rent. Look it up. But then it says God Awful Sleeve Artist, Andrew Mayer, Rat Bottomed Photographer, Paul Bateman, Manic Secret Typesetting, Paul Donahue, Poor Little Baby, Marcus, Rubbish Production, Festering Engineer, Crap Management, Bad Publicity. So basically they just took the mickey out of themselves, and we like that. We like groups that do that. But Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine, Rent, really, really good cover. They've done some other good covers as well. But again, recreate that, that'd be well cool, wouldn't it? And of course, the iconic U2 boy was in a couple of album covers, War and Boy. This is a single, this is Two Hearts Beat as One. Again, he would be middle-aged now. This was 1983, so I imagine if he's still around, he'd be quite portly, probably bald. And it looks like my fingers here are actually making his arm up there, which is a bit weird. But yeah, a fat, hairy bloke with a bald head. That'd be very interesting to recreate that. But the scary thing is, the group called The Adventurers had a load of kids that they lined up. And they've obviously thought the same thing, because you look at that, and then you flip the album round, and look, it's the grown-up band in roughly the same pose. So they basically took my idea and ran with it, which is very annoying. More so because they took it in 1985, before I had it. But we're not here for good album covers. We're here for rubbish album covers. One of my favourite things that I do like are the artwork that we get on albums. Sometimes it's very special. So imagine if you've got to do the TV Times record of your top TV themes cover. You've got Eye Level from Van der Valk, theme from Hawaii Five-O. along with Colditz, the Persuaders, Hadley, and something to do with Black Beauty. So you've got all these iconic 70s things. So what you're going to do, you're going to put an artwork together that sums them all up. And the artwork looks like that. I mean, no wonder he looks miserable at the top there. If I was on that image, I'd look miserable as well. She doesn't look too happy either. Maybe the guy couldn't paint people smiling, who knows. But anyway, rubbish album cover. But it's not just... It's not just, it really is. Schnapsy. He sings, he dances, he flies through the air. Yeah, so they took a picture of Schnapsy. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? To be fair, it's Seahorse Records for Children, but it's still awful. Ta-da! And the tagline is, he's the only dog in the world with a magic button. And I'm not making it up. The only dog in the world with a magic button. What the heck is that about? And he's got a little friend there, little friend. What's his little friend called? His little friend is called... his little green friend is called Bounce. So there's Bounce, and that's Schnapsy. And I have absolutely no idea what that's about. Bizarre. And then, of course, Hank Snow. I'm not sure whether I've done this one or not before, but either way, it's well worth having a look at. The one and only Hank Snow. Ladies' Man, Married to the Bible, Divorced by the Law. Anniversary Blue Yodel, The Drunkard's Son, Lazy Bones. All big hits of Hank Snow. Yeah, me neither. So, what we're going to do to show the one and only Hank Snow, well, let's do him in his lounge. Because there's so much random stuff going on there that you can't even see him, even though he's dressed in blue. And everything else is a lovely shade of, well, wood. Everything's made out of wood. I mean, apart from the leopard skin print. But everything else in that picture is wood. Would you believe it? Well, I would, because I've just seen it. So, next up we've got Brooke Benton. Something for Everyone. Now, Brooke Benton is someone I've never heard of. I mean, genuinely, never heard of him. Yeah, he's he's trying to show that, you know, it's poetry, apparently. And what you do is you write poems and then you try and save the world from this, that and the other. So what he's done is he's posed somewhere where there's all those flags. Isn't that nice? I think it's United Nations. But you wouldn't know because you can't see anything other than a plinth with nothing on it behind it and a dead tree. Wow, that would inspire me to rush out and buy that, wouldn't it? Well, no, to be fair. Of course, you can overproduce things. As in, you know, you get something and you're like, oh, this is great, you know, we need to get it out there, we need to get people to notice it. So what can we do to make people notice it? I know what we'll do. We'll make the writing so that no one can actually read it. I will leave that there while I talk about this. I've got absolutely no idea who this is, what they're talking about, what it is, or anything. So you think, well, never mind. I'll get the inner sleeve out. There's 2 inner sleeves because it's a double album. You wouldn't know, would you? So you got 2 albums. And look, it's the same gobbledygook. It is writing, but I can't read it. So you're like, okay then, I'll look at the label. Yep, the label doesn't say who it is either, although the writing's better. So, yeah, well done, whoever you are. And Karnikini, you, well done. Because no one's got a clue who you are or what you're doing. Another thing you could do is you could pick up an iconic thing. For example, I don't know, let's name our single after an iconic building of Victorian times. Like the Crystal Palace, for example. Nice big picture of the Crystal Palace there. But let's make it more interesting by putting it when it's burnt down on the cover as well. A before and after. Why? Well, no one knows. But just to make sure you get the idea, there's an internal picture of it burnt down as well. This is weird. However, nothing can prepare you for the tams. And I mean, nothing can prepare you for the tams. The reason for this is, there's a language difference between Britain and the UK. We were aware of this. They say hood, we say bonnet. They say aluminum because they're wrong, and we say aluminium because we're right. They also say fanny bag, and we say bum bag. There's also a dance in America, or a way of dancing, or a style of dancing, which doesn't really cross the channel very well, or the Atlantic even. So, what they've done is they put some of the tracks of the tams. This is the tams, best of the tams. Where are we? There we are, the best of the tams. By the way, me neither, never heard of them. But I'm sure they were brilliant. 1987 compilation by Virgin Records. First track they put on, just in case you can't read that, I'll read it for you. There ain't nothing like shagging. And also, my baby sure can shag. Yep, that is seriously on the front of the album. Yeah, they've got the word shag on the front of their album. Now, shag in America means a dance, so I'll let them off. What happens though if you've got a single and you want to sell more singles and you're called Chris Isaak? What you can do is you can make yourself look like a future Doctor Who. Bear in mind this was taken in 1989. Future Doctor Who, and make everyone think that you're Matt Smith by taking a picture like that. Either that or Matt Smith thinks he's Chris Isaak. Either way, it's all very odd. What happens if you've got a band who you don't know, not that famous at the time of the single, and you've only got one picture, but you've got a massive area to cover? What you do is you use that same picture, chop it up, copy it, chop it up, and then stick it on multiple times. It's one picture which is literally about that big, but they've stretched it out by chopping it up. What the heck is going on there? And finally, first time ever, DVD cover, Twister, action movie involving, well, twisters. Look, you can see there's a twist coming down. There's a farmhouse that's about to be destroyed. These people are running away from the twister. So if you look on the back, you can see that the people are running away still. Look, still running away. There's all the debris and dust and everything there, and look, there's a poor cow there, and there's a car there as well, and it's all action packed, and they're that close, and look at the terror on their faces. Yeah, the cow's not arse though. You look at the cow and tip it up the other way, it's a cow in a field looking at you, wondering why you're taking a picture of it. Bonkers. Marketing gone wrong. I know it's not music, but that is yeah, I mean, look at that. That's just a cow in a field or in a shed somewhere thinking, we're taking a picture. Like that, because that's how cows talk. Everyone knows that, even though they're female. And even the car. Look at the car. If you tip it up, which is actually the right way around, it's just a car. It's just a picture of a car. And then, yeah. I have no idea what's going on there. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Please subscribe. Need 1,000 subscribers to stay at monetization. Loads of other videos coming soon. That's it for now. And I'll see you